Hi, my name is Daquanis Lee, and I want to discuss why we need to protect ourselves from COVID 19. COVID 19 has impacted our lives in many different aspects. Many of us have lost friends, family, and loved ones who we care deeply about due to the coronavirus and the unforeseen circumstances that this virus can cause. Places such as restaurants, retail stores, and businesses has closed, and some people lost their businesses for them not being operational. People couldn't travel and had to stay home because the United States was shut down. Today, we have to social distance and wear face masks to protect one another. Not only does the government has to mandate in order to protect ourselves, but we also have to protect ourselves as well by making sure we wear a mask, making sure we're getting COVID 19 testing, and keeping loved ones safe because we don't want to be responsible for anyone dying. Many people across the world lost their lives because no one knew what this virus could do. Over 27 million people today has come in contact with COVID-19. People with health issues such as hypertension, immunocompromised state, HIV, and other medical conditions are affected the most by COVID 19. We have to protect the elderly the most because their immune systems are not as strong as ours, and we've lost a lot of them due to COVID 19. We lost close to 500,000 people in the United States alone because of the virus. I lost an older cousin that was in a nursing home from COVID 19. One day sitting at home was I was not prepared for the news. I get the phone call my cousin passed. Shocked but sad at the same time, I couldn't do anything but cry. What really got me upset is the fact that we had to watch the service virtually. We didn't get to say our goodbyes personally or get to see her while they laid her to rest. It was hard enough that a loved one had passed, but it was even harder when you can't be there to see them in their final moments. I really miss her, and I wish I had more time before she passed. This is the kind of virus that we should prepare that should make us prepare for anything that comes our way. At the beginning of the pandemic, many places closed due to the virus. We couldn't go anywhere and we was locked down. A lot of flights were canceled and people had to stay in their homes to protect themselves. We couldn't fly to other countries due to travel restrictions and the outbreak of the virus. People who were coming back from other countries had to quarantine for 14 days. The travel industry lost a lot of business due to less people traveling. This also caused a lot of businesses to lose business because people weren't traveling anymore. People with small businesses lost them because they couldn't stay afloat while their business weren't functional. The government were doing their best to try to get these businesses grants and loans in order to help. They provided grants so that business owners could pay their employees, but it still wasn't enough. A lot of people were laid off from their jobs and had to file for unemployment. Due to business closing, some people didn't know where their next meal was coming from. And some people were on the verge of being on the streets because they were waiting on unemployment to process their claim. I, for one, lost my job due to the pandemic. I'm thankful that I had savings and family because I don't know where I would be at this moment if it wasn't for that. Over 27 million people applied for unemployment at the beginning of the pandemic. I applied for unemployment back in August and didn't get a payment until the end of December. On top of that, they only paid me for 5 weeks, and I haven't seen another payment since then. I don't know what's going on, but they need to get it together. They do realize that people do got bills and need money to survive. I do understand the shortage and that they're behind, but they need to hire more people if you know what I mean. As of today, people are trying to get back to work because they're tired of sitting at home and want to provide for their families. The unemployment rate has gone down to 10.1 million people. I know people want to get back to work, but they do need to take the extra precaution when going back to work. Taking the extra precaution can help protect others. Wearing face masks and social distancing can stop you from catching or spreading the virus. You have to think about other people when you're out shopping, I'm sorry, eating, or walking the park. You never know when you can catch it, who you can give it to, where you got it from, or when you got it. Taking these extra steps can make a difference in your life and the lives of other people you love. You can pass it on to someone whose immune system not as strong as yours. At a certain age, we think that we are immune to the virus. We thought that the virus wouldn't affect us as bad as it came to getting sick. Young adults 30 and below were at risk as well. Those who suffer from obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure were more at risk in that age group. 21% ended up in intensive care, 10% ended up on brain machines, and 2.7% died from the virus amongst young adults. I'm one of those people who was careless and caught the virus. I felt sick one day and thought it was a normal cold. I went to the hospital to find out it was COVID 19. I was feeling pain and I knew it wasn't normal. When you talk about pain, I can't even put in words how much pain I was in. My body ached so bad that when I found the perfect position to sleep in, had to stay there the entire time. It was like someone was squeezing my entire body while burning me. The night sweats and fevers didn't make it any better. Your entire body was hot, and you wake up in a puddle of water. That was the worst 15 days of my life. I really thought those was my last day because I really didn't want to deal with that pain. I'm happy I got through it, but I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Now, with that being said, protect yourself so that no one is in the hospital fighting for their lives because you was careless. There is a vaccine, but it's not available for everyone at the moment. It's only available for essential workers because they have to work around people every day. A little over 52 million people got the vaccine as of today. They said by the summer of 2021, everyone should have access to the vaccine. If the vaccine is going to help us get back to a functional environment, I feel that they should mandate everyone to get the virus. If not, I feel that people should make sure they're taking the extra steps to protect those who they care about at all times. People should stay in the house if they are feeling sick. It doesn't matter if it's the cold, the flu, or any symptoms of sickness. You should quarantine until the sickness goes away. It should be a requirement to wear masks no matter where you are. I feel the government should give a fine to people who don't wear masks. We should also keep our distance from one another so that we don't come in contact with individuals that felt the need to come out who had COVID 19. Once we come up with a plan to get back to a better United States, we need to take those measures. As we all know, this pandemic has made a major impact on everyone's life. We never expected something like this would change the way we live and work. So many people have lost so much due to something this drastic virus. For me, a loss for me to lose someone to COVID-19 had a major impact on my life. This was someone I was close to and had many memories with. That's why we should take the necessary steps to protect those we love. The entire country was shut down due to the pandemic. No one could travel and businesses were shut down and some remain shut down as of today. Be safe, take precaution, and protect those around you. Have a great day.